What do we have here? Looks like I have something in my crate. Excuse me, Dark Alice. Pop in here and... Starforged Legends. It came out! Which means we get to open 10 booster packs they give us, 61 booster packs that I'm going to buy with gold, and the ones that I already had collected from doing ladder and opening chests. So let's do some math here. It's like 74 packs, maybe 75, I don't remember how many I already have tickets for. Alright, let's see. Yeah, we got 13. So we're opening 74 packs. Let's get started. Max! To the max. Oh, they have little planets orbiting. That's adorable. It's a fun sound. I do love sweeping over these cards. Alright, pack 1. No legendaries, but what are you gonna do? Got some new things. We're not gonna look at every card as we go through this. If something catches my eye, I'll probably click on it. If it's gold or legendary, we're probably gonna be clicking on it. Because with 140 new cards, we'll be here forever if we go over every card. That's what playing the game is for. Because I'll need to learn all these cards. Ooh, animated Perseus, a gold. That's a lot of vials. Oh, on top of that, he's a 1-cost commander card. That's good. Not the most amazing ward effect, evolve effect, but again, it's more important that he is a commander who's a 1-drop. For those good commander-officer synergies. Oh god, look at that horrifying face in the middle. Mr. Full Moon. Good god. So, obviously this is the Aegis counter. Although, a 6-cost 3/3 who's only going to counter your opponent's biggest attack minion. Not the best tempo play you can make. Got Demon Child Zane. Gains +1 for a clash if there are no other allied followers in play. So he just gets bigger if your board is only him. Seen that effect before. What else we got here? Nothing exciting, let's just keep going. I only break for golds and legendaries. We've already gotten a wild golem. But now I think about it, didn't click on it before, so... Okay. So that's 3 damage at the end of the turn. I guess if you buff it up, there are a couple of buffing spells or buffing minions you can apply to him. For 5, though, I don't know. If it was a spell-boosted card, definitely would see play. Mist of Extinction. Alright. It's pretty expensive, but board clears tend to be. What's important is you can combo this out with, I can't remember the name of that spell. It's like Plague Wind or Pestilence or something. It's also Shadowcraft, does 1 damage, or with 6 shadows. Oh, excuse me. Or with 6 shadows, 3 damage. At that point, you have a total board clear. Draconic Singer. Subtract 1 from the cost of a dragon card in your hand. We've sort of seen that before as well. Oh, I like that art style. It's fun when all the hyper-detailed cards, because let's click on another one here, they all have a lot of shadowing going on, some shading, a lot of detail, and then we have nice flat style. I like it. It contrasts. It's a lot of Sister of Punishments. It looks like a forest craft with a countdown. So card draw. And also buffing. Card draw and buffing. Now for that awkward 3-pack buy. It's going to be 2 awkward phases during these unopenings. It's going to be the 3-pack opener and the 1-pack opener. Alright, I'm ready for my legendaries now, game. Help me out. More Mr. Full Moon, Stairway to Heaven. Here it's a song people like. Okay. I like that. It's a good, if you play it on turn 1, by the time you're running out of minions, if you're pushing an aggressive deck, you draw 3 more. Or if you play it after turn 5, it's just instantaneous draw 3 cards. This is one of those cards that does not really have much of a dead zone. So I could see this popping up in a number of decks. I'll certainly be playing in a few of them. Then, of course, if you're playing a deck that is a combo deck and you're relying on specific minions, this is a good way to get minions into your hand and not your other spells. So that could be good. And the fact that it's neutral means you could put it in any combo deck you want. I like it. Hoping to get more of it. Okay, that's... That's a little bit too on the nose there, game. I know I just said I'm hoping to get more of it, but you didn't have to give me 2 in the next booster pack. But if you're listening, I would love to get some legendaries. I would love to get the Chimera legendary for Rune. I'd take that. How about 3 of those in this booster pack, huh? Help me out. Boo. Boo this deck. This is the one. 3 Chimeras. No Chimeras. Come on, game, you heard me before. 3 Chimeras. Alright, I'm tired of getting Gunlods. I think we could afford to maybe see less Gunlods now. You can always spot them, though, because you know they're the Bloodcraft card. They have that look to them. How about this one? Chimeras? Boo. Already seen Spring Green Protection. More Spring Green Protection. This is the one. Some Lux Solar Lancers. And a Taurus the Great. Alright. How about you? Oh my. So you play this on turn 2, you get a 5-cost commander. If you play this on turn 4, you get a 5-cost and a 6-cost. Or more. If you don't have a 6-cost, you get a more expensive guy. Hey, our first legendary. It is the elephant with the abs. That is one ripped elephant. Ooh, Storm and Ignores Ward. So, this is a potential 10-10 straight to face card. That is nothing to sneeze at. That's half your opponent's health. Put this in a Roach deck and you have a lot of ways to do a lot of surprise damage to your opponent. Do what you can with Roach up until turn 10, and then this is your turn 10 finisher. I like it. Especially with the lack of forest I've been seeing recently. Hopefully that's something that means we'll be seeing some more forest. Alright, and this card is more of a cycle than anything else. I could see it being sort of useful, though. In those situations where you have this and a 10-drop and it's turn 7, and you don't want to wait 3 turns, you can use this to put that 10-drop back in your deck and then draw into, ideally, a 6-drop, something you could play right then and there. Not something I necessarily expect to see in Constructed, but I never know. Could be fun for drafting, though. A Venus and a Stheno. Venus. Put a Harvest Festival into your hand and change its cost to 0. Classic Forestcraft stuff. Harvest Festival. At the end of your turn, draw a card. At least 3 cards when played this turn. Oh, okay, so that's that card draw amulet. And then, of course, the deck I am fully expecting to see a lot of soon is the Serpent deck for Bloodcraft. There are a number of cards that synergize with serpents and a number of cards that make serpents. So, very much expecting that. What I'm curious to see is if anyone puts together a combination serpent and bat deck. That'd be exciting. 10 more, let's go! This train don't stop until I'm broke. I like the booster opening fanfare for this expansion. Fuck you, Magic Owl. Come on, legendaries. I feel like my rate of legendary getting is pretty low today. We've gotten 1 so far. And we still don't have my Daria. And I really want my Daria. Alright, Giant Chimera. Can't click on it yet, have to finish the pack? Alright, get the hell out of here, other cards. Anyone who's not a Giant Chimera, that's what we're looking for. I'm excited to put together a maybe 1-turn kill deck with this guy. Because, picture it, take the skeleton of a D-shift deck. You know, it's just control, it's just trying to pump up specific cards with spell boost. You pump up this guy, who does his damage one at a time, starting from left to right, and when there's no more followers, goes face. Pair him with Loki, another legendary from this new set, who lets Fanfires activate twice. And who the hell knows how much damage you could do, because in a D-shift deck, you're often doing at least 16 spell boosts. If we're putting our sorcery caches on this card, we could easily get this up to it's putting 20 damage out. Pair that up with Loki, that's 40 damage. Even if they have a full board, we're probably going to be obliterating them. But if you also have a D-shift or 2 in the deck, you could also clear the board. Anyway, some exciting possibilities, and another legendary, Cassiopeia. What do you do, Cassiopeia? Forestcraft, deal 1 damage to a random enemy follower X times. X equals the number of cards in your hand. Alright. It's kind of like an Elf Twins Assault, but only 1 target instead of 2, and it's for the number of cards in your hand, and not the number of neutrals in your hand. Not the best stats, a 6/3/3, but it is removal. But it's random removal. I don't know if this needed to be a legendary. Especially when you compare it to that King Elephant, the other Forestcraft legendary. Like, that is clearly a legendary. Although, the Thigh game is strong on Cassiopeia. Alright, more Draconic Singers. We definitely have a full playset there. Kahalan, animated. Come on. Nothing exciting here. My one gripe, and it's not really a gripe, I like the full art you get, but for Airbound Barrage, for instance, I don't know what that does. If this was Magic the Gathering, I would say it destroys a flying creature, but without having the text right on the front, I can't tell you what class any of these belong to, what they do. Chain of Calling. Put a random Runecraft follower from your deck in your hand. Alright. I like this. And I'll tell you why I like it. So if you're running a combo deck or a control deck, like take the OTK deck we were just talking about before. This is a 2-cost spell, which is a nice sweet spot for dumping out multiple spells per turn, but it grabs a Runecraft follower from your deck. That means if I'm running a very small number of minions, which you are in that kind of deck, this is a quick way to get that legendary you need. It's your draw the win condition card. Alright, more of the serpent stuff. This one's pretty exciting though. For 3, you get 2 serpents, and you also get one of the new cards that synergizes with the serpents, like Venomfang Venusa. I know that one. If you start your turn with 2 serpents, you get a crazy poison removal card. You can attack 3 times a turn. I forgot what Stethano does. We already looked at one, and I forgot about Urael. Oh, here we go. So, Bane, Ward. So they all do fun stuff. And this one does 2 damage to a random minion every time a serpent hits the table. So a good 3-cost spell that's going to generate serpents and also generate powerful cards for your hand. So I like that one. It's pretty fun. Oh yeah, to finish talking about Urael, gives an allied Bloodcraft follower ambush until end of turn, and Bane and Ward is what it comes with. And this one we already talked about, does 2 damage anytime a serpent enters play. Specifically to a follower. But still, that's a fun combination. I'm excited to see what people do with these serpent decks. I'll probably try making a serpent deck too. Seems like it's a fun budget aggro deck to put together. What we got here? Nothing exciting. Oh, Temple Ogre, careful, you're gonna break your little pillar. Some new emblems. Not the emblems we want, though, because we want Daria, goddamn Dimension Witch. It's what I want. I want it. So much. Don't care about you, Aldos. Give me Daria. Don't really care about Aldos. I love that alternate art, and I love the idea of getting Daria as a leader. Very much want that. So, cross your fingers for me. Let's try and get Daria Dimension Witch. Oh, I love that sound. Great sound design for the opening. More Collins. And more Chains of Calling. One more of those and we'll have our playset. Ooh, Mars. Looks like a Swordcraft is a Swordcraft. Whenever an allied Swordcraft follower comes into play, give it +0/+1 and Clash gain +1. Alright. And a commander. A 3-cost commander. If I remember, there's a bunch of cards in this deck that do things for 3-cost commander cards. So that could be interesting. It's a weird archetype to be pushing. The 3-drop archetype here. Beowulf. Come on, Daria. Boo. Daria? A Barbossa. That sounds like a Swordcraft card. It is Swordcraft. I'm getting a lot of Swordcraft stuff this time. Oh, I like this. It's a 5/4 with a rush that costs 5. But then, At the start of your next turn, he comes back into my hand. He becomes an 8 cost if there are 2 or less enemy followers in play. Becomes a 2 cost if there are 3 enemy followers or more of them in play. So if your opponent has a strong board presence, you could punish them for that. That's a pretty fun card. Ugh, allergies are wrecking me today. And I took my pill. I am so tired of Gunlod. She's in every pack. Daria? Come on. Boo. Alright, next one. This is gonna have Daria. Oh my god, it heard me talk about Gunlod. Go away. And a Venus again. Nice animation on that. Yeah, I've already looked at Harvest Festival. I realize that now. Alright. 2 more emblems. We got 31 more tries for Daria. Come on, Daria. I also want Loki. Looking for Loki. Great, thanks. Fucking Gunlod. Fulminous. Fulminous. Round table. Put 2 random commanders that cost 3 play points from your deck into play. See, here's that 3 play point synergy I was talking about. I knew I wasn't crazy. So 5 cost for 6 mana's worth. And if they all have synergies with each other, that's probably pretty good. Another Trial of the Gorgons. Moving right along. Waiting for that Daria. Waiting for a Loki. Another Chimera would be great. Although thankfully the nerfs came out. Which means even if I don't get the legendaries I'm looking for today... So what's this? Alright, that's fun. It's a rush, and when you play a spell, you put another Star Phoenix into your hand. It generates itself. It's a nice spell interaction. Anyway, with Lion in the Golden City being nerfed and Alice Wonderland Explorer being nerfed, that's 6 new legendaries I can get if I dust all of them, vial all of them. Which is definitely going to happen for Lion in the Golden City. That was a pretty severe nerf, and I won't feel too bad getting rid of my lions. I'll feel bad about Alice, but I've never been a huge fan of that deck anyway, so it's just a good excuse to not have to play it anymore. And I can get some new things, and I love new things. I'm addicted to new things. What else we got here? Come on, where's my Daria? Alright, 21 more tries. I want a Daria, and I want a Loki. Want more Chimeras. I kind of want another Elephant King, I'll be honest with you. You're already dumping all these Swordcraft guys on me, so maybe more of those. Alright, another Mist of Extinction. Nothing too exciting here. More Gunlods. Animated now. But all I want is Daria. Good, a lot of animated cards. I can't turn my nose up at vials. Hellbindi, Demon Child. Snarling Chains. Deal 1 damage to both leaders, then deal 3 damage to an enemy follower. Alright, another good Blood Vengeance card. At the end of your turn, deal 2 damage to a random enemy 2 times. Not bad. Especially given the stats, it's a fairly baseline stat line. Yep, another one of these guys, Demon Childs. Moving right along, waiting patiently for my Daria. Who will be in here. Daria won't let me down. Daria knows how much I love Daria. A boring. Ah, come on. Held my breath for that one. This isn't the one. This one has Daria. Boo. Go away, Gunlod. I'm gonna have so many of her. Yes! Daria. Alright. Miracles do come true. Hell yes. That is a beautiful card. It's in some ways less exciting. I already have 3 Darias. On the other hand, I have a new leader now. I have a new card sleeve. I have an emblem. So in other ways, it's more exciting. So I'm very happy to have Daria. I guess we're back to hoping for Lokis, Chimeras, Elephants. New legendaries I haven't seen yet. Yes. Very excited about that. Alright. 11 more card packs to go. Let's do it. And then we'll go ahead and set Daria as our leader for our Daria Tempo deck. Another Fulminous Demon Dragon or whatever the fuck it is, and more Kahulans. Ooh, Andromeda. Which we've already seen. Loot. Leonard. Necromancer. I love the names of some of the cards. Like, when I play Tempo Daria, I'm always giggling to myself because I'm playing Craig, Wizard Mysteria, and stuff like that. Carl. Ooh, Aquilin. Haven't seen one of these yet. 0/5. At the end of your turn, gain +2/+0, and then whenever this enemy attacks an enemy follower, deal X damage to the follower before it can deal any damage in return. Alright. It's kind of a fun one. Especially if you can give that stealth or protect it from being targeted as it builds up its strength. Alright, we got all the chains of calling we could ever want now. So that's good. More round table assembly. So I'm pretty sure we have 3 of those now too. Plenty of animated cards to turn into vials. Alright, Chain of Calling. Although again, if I'm gonna get extras, getting gold extras is the way to go. More vials that way. Alright, second to last pack here. Boo. I was really hoping for that last legendary. I guess we have one more pack to have that happen. Sorry, just a coughing fit there. One pack. And of course, over the course of the week, we'll be getting a few more booster packs with the Fate's Stay crossover event. My favorite franchise to make fun of. And also Guilty Pleasure Watch. I'm a hypocrite, I know. Alright, that was 74 booster packs. Of course, we do have one very important thing left to do. Which is click on Daria Tempo. This could have a much more appropriate card back, like this one. And you know what? We should probably put our new Daria in here. Don't want to have 3 of the same looking Darias when we could have 2 of the same and 1 unique. There we go. Much better. Always want to right-click cards. Dumb habit. Not perfect yet. There's one more thing we could change. We got the sleeves, we got the card. What if we also change the leader? There we go. That's what I was looking for. Beautiful. Alright. That was 74 booster packs. I like that I could have individual leaders for different decks. I didn't know about that until just now. Anyway, gotta stop being distracted here. That was 74 booster packs for Starforged Legends. We didn't get everything we're looking for, but that's what vials are for. And we're gonna make ourselves a whole bunch more vials. And, yeah. Thanks for joining me. You'll be seeing some new decks pretty soon, because I gotta make some new decks. And, yeah, I'll be showing you any of the cards I end up crafting, because I love crafting cards. Oh, look away. I'm gonna get rid of some, animated cards, because I'm a monster and I want those vials. You don't have to see this tragedy, though, so... Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Oh, bye-bye.